I know that the technologies exist to feed Africa. I know the platforms to do so is there with TAT to do it at scale. I know the policy support is there to be able to support Africa to do this. But it's not just about crops, it's not just about food, it's how you process the food, how you make sure you add value to the food. And for that, you need to develop new zones. We're developing now what we call special agro-industrial processing zones in Africa, where we put infrastructure in the rural areas, close to where the farmers are, so they can buy the crops from the farmers, they can process the milk, they can develop value chains locally, regionally, and competitively. I would like to thank our partners for that, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, that is co-financing with us, along with Islamic Development Bank. That is absolutely fundamental for Africa. But then, we are talking climate change. How do we insure our farmers? You know, an American farmer, a European farmer, and I went with Minister Anbert in Norway. I saw farmers in Norway, they're born, you know, they have so much technologies. But an African farmer, when he wakes up in the morning, he has to pray, God, be with me as I go to my farm, go to that farm, God, I pray there's rain, and God, I pray, you know, I like prayers. But I think we must do the right thing and protect our farmers against the shocks. Europe has it, America has it, Asia has it. We must have facilities that protect them in case there are damages. And that's why we launched what's called the Africa Disaster Risk Insurance Facility, that is insuring countries against catastrophic risk events. And we must get more money. And I want to thank you, Minister Anbert, again for your support towards that facility. Because of that support, we were able to get premiums paid for countries who cannot afford those premiums and have payouts of about $125 million to farmers because of drought or floods or cyclones. To wrap this up, I want to say this. I do not believe that Africa should go anywhere with cap in hand begging for food. No. Africa should produce the food. The low bar, as far as I'm concerned, is for Africa to feed itself. The high bar is for Africa to feed the world. That's what we must be doing. And to get there, we must have zero hunger in Africa. And that's why we are now planning what is called a Feed Africa Summit in Dakar. That will be 25th to 27th of January. Please do mark your calendars. That we will be doing together with Minister of Norway, with IFAD, with FAO, with World Food Program, with Rockefeller Foundation, Gates Foundation, and all the other players, USAID and everybody else. And it is not another summit, let me be clear. Not just another summit. If we can do in 3 years, get Sudan, Ethiopia to become self-sufficient, I believe we can make many countries self-sufficient in food in less than 5 years in Africa. And therefore, what we'll be doing in Dakar is what we call Food and Agriculture Development and a Delivery Compact. It is a compact that is going to be put under the heads of state. Here is what you need to get to zero hunger in Africa. Seeds and fertilizers, irrigation, financing, infrastructure, and the policy environment. And all of us signed that. It's a compact we owe the people. Development must be done with pride. You cannot develop with pride when you're begging for food. And therefore, we want to make sure that is put under the heads of state, that will have a high-level delivery council over it. Africa must feed itself. Africa must save itself from spending $75 billion a year importing food that it should be exporting. It's time for us to rise together. I am very, very confident that we can do that. I've been around this block for quite some time. Roy, you and I have been here for a long time. I can tell you, I've been Minister of Agriculture in Nigeria for 4 years as well. In all of my professional career, I've never been this enthused, convinced that Africa can feed itself, and this is the time to do it. And after doing it, then everybody must be looking to us, not as a place to be fed, but as a place that feeds the rest of the world. So let's do it. Thank you very much.